record on this computer. Recording. There we go. So we'll get started anyway. So welcome everybody. So this is AJ. She's in my bottom left on my left.
Hi, AJ.
So
I only see whoever's talking because I'm on my iPad tonight.
Oh, okay. Okay. So AJ was with us at Super Sunday this past weekend with her girls, and Jericho at the last set brought AJ and her two little girls up on stage to do the last round with her. Was amazing. So yes, AJ, you are going to start with 21 Day Fix.
Yes.
With the challenge group. So I'm going to start.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, that's I think what we all started with. Yeah, it was like our big aha moment. It's where you learn about portion control. You get back into working out. So
yeah, I know. It was my first time exercising in about 2 months when I went up on stage.
How'd you feel Monday?
Fine.
Oh, good.
I didn't get sore. I've been eating so perfectly, like as far as nutrition.
Perfect.
Double the volume.
Yeah.
Lay down.
Dog. Funny.
Lay down.
So anyway, I am just going to start. I've got some of my notes here, and I will chat, and you guys jump in with any questions. I do have this recorded.
Thanks, everybody.
Whose dog's that?
I'm not admitting
mine,
anything.
It's not mine, but mine's right here beside me.
Aw. Too cute. Anyway, so just a few things. I know at the Super Saturday, they were talking about the 2019 Success Club trip, which is the cruise. Never been on a cruise. I'm so excited. Okay, so they're doing it a little bit different this year. Even if you actually qualify, you have to opt in. You have to put your name in. And if you don't, they just skip, they're only going to send out invitations for those people who have actually said, I'm interested. And that's what the opt-in list is. And gals, you've got to get on it, because seriously, 2 years ago, I did not put my name on the list because I thought, I'm just a little coach here in Fredericton, New Brunswick with a little team, and we're just kind of, doing our thing and having some success and having some fun, helping others. This is not for me. Not that this is not for me, but I will never qualify for this. Lisa made me. She's like, you get your friggin' name on that waiting list, Diane. Didn't I qualify? The trips are actually pretty, I don't want to say easy. You got to work, but they're not so far out there. We can all achieve them. So if you don't have the link, I will send you guys the link. It's just you click on the link and put in your name and your coach ID. And yes,
I already did.
perfect.
I'm going.
Good. So we all need to get in that, because if you don't get your name on that list and you qualify, they're not even going to know you're interested. So, and when I say qualify, I mean the thing's paid for. So who doesn't want a free cruise? There's Nicole. Click
She just texted me.
Oh, did she? Click. There you go. She's coming. There she is. Maybe. I see black. Click your little video camera on the bottom left. Maybe. Can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
So,
Photobomb. Jamie.
yeah, I know. And the dog. There you are, Nicole. So anyway,
Okay,
there. So I was just saying, make sure everybody clicks that opt-in link for the 2019 Success Club cruise, because even if you qualify, if you don't say you're interested, they won't give you a spot. So I'll just make sure everybody gets that done. Second thing, I just wanted to make note of this. Melissa brought this up to me. Oh yeah, Melissa's not on, but I'm taping this anyway. Melissa mentioned that she's really uncomfortable right now doing selfies. She's very shy. She's great on the calls, but if you check her Facebook page, when I announced her as a coach, I couldn't find a picture of her. I was like going through her page. I couldn't find a picture of her. She really is very shy about putting herself on Facebook on selfies. And I said, listen, for the time being, until you get more comfortable and confident, there's so many other things you can do. You can do pictures of your food. You can do a funny photo. You can even kind of half hide behind your dog. She's a dog breeder too. So she can kind of half hide behind her dog or whatever. So there's so many other ways you can get around that if you're uncomfortable. But I think everybody here, we're comfortable.
But I wasn't.
I know.
Mine were like, oh my gosh, they were terrible.
Yeah.
But now I'm just click, click, clicking, and they're fine. Like yesterday, you said that was a perfect one, and it was just a whim, just click.
And I do want to mention too, and give a shout out to Kelly. She put a photo of herself on Facebook with a post, and honestly, it was the simplest picture. And this is another thing too, gals. Do not spend a lot of time on your photos. And Nicole's nodding her head. We've all done this. We've spent like a half an hour doing filters and collages and all that stuff. Just take a damn picture and put it on. Kelly did one a couple of days ago, and she took her phone and she just put it up, took a selfie. It was one of the best pictures of her I've ever seen. It caught my eye as I was scrolling through, and I was like, what a nice picture of Kelly. And then I went and I read the post. If she had had a whole bunch of text and stickers and stuff all over it, it would have been so cluttered that, and we've all done the mistake. I've been there. Keep them really simple. And again, you guys will learn this in training. Always put an image with a post on Facebook. It just, we scroll through, we see text, we go right by, we see an image or a photo, we stop. So you'll learn it in training. But anyway. So that's just a couple of ideas about like the selfies, and just make things really simple. And that's the focus of what I'm going to talk about tonight too, is keep it simple and keep focused. And we are going to learn to work smarter, not harder. Third thing I want to mention is Team Cup. Beachbody puts these on a couple of times a year where we get together as teams. This year it's for February. And registration for our teams is between January the 15th and January the 31st. Teams of 5 people. And there's an FAQ if you want to get some more details about it. If you go into your online office, it's FAQ 9753. It is some great, fun competition. And some of the top coaches in Beachbody will say their business skyrocketed when they did a Team Cup. And half of them, and AJ, it's so funny because there are some top coaches that just signed up as a coach, said, hey, why don't you do a Team Cup? And they went, okay. They had no idea what they were doing. They went in Team Cup, but they said it's really what launched their business. So everybody think about doing Team Cup. We can talk about it in detail. We've got some time. Like I said, we have till January 31st to get 2 or 3 teams in. Okay. Quick note, just a little tidbit of advice, because I know sometimes we focus on the negative. Yeah, hi, Jamie. Photobombing everyone. Good night. Sometimes we focus on the no's, the people to say they're not interested in our programs. What I want you guys to do is to start focusing on the yeses. The no's, just forget about them. I get them too, and I get a lot of them, but I don't focus on them. I don't say, oh, so-and-so, I was talking to her for so many times, and then, well, she's decided, and then she was going to. I just move on to the next person. If they're not interested, I move on. Always follow up also. I learned a lesson that I'm going to tell you guys about. I didn't do some follow-ups, and I kind of left them hanging over the Christmas holidays. And I have one person who joined Weight Watchers and one person who joined Simply for Life. You need something? Huh? Me go in the office? Okay, I'll go in the office. I can, yes. So, Jamie's saying, you're too loud. Follow up, okay? So, move on. Invite more. Okay? The third thing I'm going to mention, and I'm going to move us into the office, is we have an open concept house. And
The volume is weird, but I think it's hers.
yeah,
Like,
we have an open
cutting in and
concept
out.
house, and
Huh?
everything just noise
I
travels
can
through
see
it.
everybody else, but hers isn't that great. Must be.
Here. Okay, I'm going to talk about time management a little bit.
She is. But there's 5 other people and they're not. I can see other people.
There we go. Okay. So, I think some of us are struggling a little bit with time management. At least I am. There are 3 80-day obsession groups right now. There's the one that we are running as coaches for our challengers. There is the one that we all qualified to go in with Autumn Calabrese. And there is the one for the big dream team coaches. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do because I don't want 80-day obsession to completely overtake my entire business. I'm going to stay in. Snowmobile just went up the street. What is that, Brenda?
Cat's tail.
Oh.
The cat's that's just the cat's ass.
This is what I'm going to do. So the one that we are running for our challengers, the 80-day obsession challenge group, I'm obviously going to be in there because I've got 27 people in there. I have to be in there. The group that Autumn is running, the test group, this is what I'm going to do because there's 32,000 coaches in there. Yeah, I know. Big eye roll. I am going to filter Autumn's posts. And do you guys know how to do that in Facebook? I just learned this today.
I just tried it after you talked to me, I figured out how to do it.
It's amazing. So all I want to see in that test group, I only want to see Autumn's posts. That's it. I don't want to see 32,000 selfies. I just want to get her information that I can pass along to my challengers. So when you're in Facebook, on the left-hand side, down where it says like discussion, files, whatever, there's a little search area. You can type in the person's name, Autumn Calabrese, enter, and all you see, it filters everything else out. All you see are Autumn's posts.
I actually don't see that on that one. What
No?
did you say that? No, like if I click on just the post itself, and then it comes up to the screen, it says different than another one. I just turn on notifications, save photo. So
Are you on your phone?
Yes.
Yeah. See, I do it on a laptop because then you've got all that search stuff down the left-hand side.
But does she pin all her posts?
Does she what?
Pin all of her posts or just the most recent?
No, she's only going to post. She's only going to pin the first post of the day. And that's what she said today. I'm going to be in here for the first little bit, 2 or 3 times a day, because there's so much to learn and I can only pin one post at a time. So that's what I'm going to do with Autumn's group is I just want to see her stuff. I don't want to see everybody else's stuff. The Dream Team 80-Day Obsession group, no, there you are. I'm not even going in it. It's just, I ain't got time for that. It's like 3 groups of the same thing. So time management, Autumn's group, I'm going to filter. I'm only going to look at her posts. When she asks for selfies, when she asks for participation, I will respond to that. But I am not going to go in and read other people's posts. It's way too much overload. My time can be spent so much better elsewhere, connecting and inviting with people. So that's why I'm not going to be reading all the posts or like everyone's news feed in Autumn's group. And with our 80-day obsession group that coaches are running for our challengers, there was a little bit of tough love today. If you guys didn't notice about 80-day obsession. Yeah, everybody's nodding. I know, AJ, you're going to be doing a different program, but that's okay. 80-day obsession is a brand new one that's starting. And it's strict and it's rigid. And Autumn is getting very frustrated because people are trying to manipulate the program and say, well, I'm going to do this and I'm not going to do that. And I don't know about this. And what about, I don't know why. They've worked 2 years on this program with nutritionists, with sports trainers, with doctors, fitness experts, and it was put together, and she's just basically, this is my program. I've worked on this. If you want to manipulate it, you do it somewhere else and don't be in this test group. The test group, we clicked an icon to say that we were going to do the program as is, and that if we submit our before and after pictures, they can use them, okay, our results. So she said, if you're going to manipulate
Better?
I think it was there we go. Yeah.
It was the headphones, sorry.
Okay. So
Sorry, guys.
But she
Oh,
couldn't
that's
have
okay.
it laid out more simple.
I know.
Like, she has so many options of ways to do it, and people keep asking the same questions
Oh, I know.
over and over.
I know. And it's
I'm
like,
oh.
it's like, what's that?
On her test group, her coach test group, why are there 2 different size bands? Seriously?
Yeah,
Seriously,
for the
people, come
100th
on,
time.
Hold on. And they want to know what size, how can we have 2 different size bands?
So
Just roll every time she logs in here.
that's a good point, because I had somebody ask that, and I know. I had somebody ask that, and you know what I did? I tagged them in the 2-minute video that Autumn did on why are there 2 sizes of bands? So, and that's another point I have here. What I'm doing, and actually I do this for coaches a lot too, is a lot of times I don't answer the question. I point you to the resource. And that's kind of what I'm doing with those challengers too, that haven't done their due diligence by printing off their program and by reading through it. Honestly, I haven't. Here's all my 80-day obsession stuff that I've got all printed off, ready to go, and my weekend will be spent going through it. But I've done my due diligence. Yay, Nicole, look at that.
Yeah.
But
My hole punch isn't lining up, or I would have mine in my binder too.
yeah, but I've done my due diligence of printing it off, getting a little familiar with it, watching these short little videos on my own time, and not asking questions that I know have already been addressed. I got to do my due diligence first before I ask the question. So that's why I'm pointing people to the videos and the resources instead of answering your questions, because you guys all know, the challengers don't. We are learning the same time the challengers are. We have not done this program either. We are getting the information the same time the challengers are. So we don't know any more than they do. So anyway, that's my 2 cents worth about 80-day obsession. I'm not in the Dream Team 80-day obsession group. I don't need it. I'm in the one that I'm running for challengers with Lisa and the other coaches that have challengers in there from our team. And I'm in Autumn's test group because I want to be one of the test participants and I want to get all the information right from her. Okay, does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Any questions? Okay. My next point is focus. Focus, focus, focus. I'm bad at not focusing, and one of my resolutions for 2018, because I have some awesome business goals, is to focus. And I have written right down here, focus on what builds. You need to focus on what builds your business. Not scrolling Facebook. There are 4 vital behaviors, and AJ, you're going to learn this in your training too. Those come first, okay? I can't do everything. There are so many videos. There's Beachbody Champions page. There's this page. There's that page. There's awesome resources out there. I don't have the time or the brain space to do them all. So I have to start from what is important and what is important now. What is important now? We do our 4 vital behaviors every day to build our business. Eat that frog. Anybody read that book, Eat That Frog? Yeah.
Mhm.
The things that you don't like to do are usually the things you got to do first and get them the hell out of the way and then get on with your day, right? So eat the frog with your 4 vital behaviors. Make some conversations, get some invites, get your posts done, get your workout done. If it doesn't help you right now, don't do it. Don't do it. Forget about it. I pick and choose what I do. I don't do everything. I can't. There's only 24 hours in a day. I've got to sleep for 7 of them, and I've got to work for 9 or 10 of them, right? So, and then I have Jamie. You know, I want to spend some time with him. So I pick and choose what I do. I don't do everything. I don't have time. Have you guys, AJ, you've probably heard of this because we're in the same industry, just-in-time training. Yeah, exactly. You just train on what you need to know now, okay? Things like PV, TV, one of my goals, which I'll tell you guys later, is something I'm going to start learning about. You guys don't need to learn about it if it's not your goal. Here's a cool saying that one of the SMEs that I work, a subject matter expert that I worked with, who's an old military fart, he says, you got to learn to pick the fly shit out of the pepper. You got to learn to pick the fly shit out of the pepper, okay? Get rid of what you don't want, even though it all looks the same, okay? Fly shit and pepper looks the same, but you got to pick out the stuff that you don't want in there, okay? So does that make sense? We can't do everything. We need to focus on what we need to do now. So what do we need to do now? There have been so many different trainings, and it's gotten everybody kind of confused and unfocused and all over the place. So what the Dream Team and Melanie have done is they have spent a lot of time and resources streamlining our training, which I think is absolutely amazing. There are 2 trainings right now. There is a brand new coach training, and there is the one called Maximize Your Income training. We should all be, except for me because I'm going to be in the Premier and Elite training, everybody, should be in a training. And basically, if you don't do the work, you're not going to get the results. Oh my God, I'm laughing at Precious behind Nicole. You guys see that? Look at her. The cat doing yoga behind her. Anyway, we know that. We tell that to our challengers. If you don't do the work, you're not going to get the results. But the thing is, I'm going to take the pressure off you guys because my results, what I want for my business, may not be the same as what you guys want for your business. So I don't expect everybody to run at my pace. But the thing is, you need to find out what are your goals. Do you want to just be a hobby coach and make, a couple $100 a month? Do you want to replace your income? Do you want to just earn all the trips? Do you want to, you need to find out what it is your goals are, and then we will match what you do and your pace with those goals. Make sense? Yeah. So simplify, simplify, simplify. This is what we should be doing because I know Heather said, I'm so confused, there's so many pages. I'm going to simplify this for you guys right now, okay? Yeah, I know. It's like drinking from a fire hose, isn't it, AJ, when you first start? Okay, I'm going to simplify this for you guys. Number 1, be in one of those trainings, either the new coach training or the Maximize Your Income training. One is phase 1 and one is phase 2, basically. The first one's going to teach you your basics. The second one's just going to take you a little bit further. Number 2, the Successfully Fit Team page on Facebook that Lisa Decker runs. That's the second thing you need to be in. Lisa is a genius at taking all the important information and announcements and putting them in that page. She's fantastic. I don't know how she does it, but that's my go-to page. I'm in there every day. You don't need to be in there 24 hours a day. Just go in and check it once a day. See if there's any, and there's, you can go in there and you can ask questions and that sort of thing. The third thing you need to be in is whatever challenge group you're doing, okay? So for AJ, on Monday, you're gonna start in my 21-day fixed challenge group. You're kind of gonna be a participant, and at the same time, you're gonna learn the programs. You're gonna see what a challenge group is. Everybody else is probably doing 80-day obsession, and you might also have another general challenge group you're doing. You might even be in the one with me, which is fine. Those are the only 3 things that you need to be in. Does that sound pretty simple? A training, our team page, and challenge group. Sounds pretty easy, doesn't it? If you think that you can take on more, then do it. Only then, okay? Because then you're just gonna feel that you're stretched too thin and that you're all over the place, okay? There is the Dream Team United page. Only if you feel you have time and you're not getting overwhelmed. You're gonna get everything else you need in your training and our Successfully Fit page, okay? The Dream Team United page, they have announcements on Monday. Lisa keeps us posted on announcements. They have Training Tip Tuesday. You're gonna get that stuff in your training. With coaching, it's great because we have processes and we have ways of doing things, but there's 100 ways to do things. So you may find, so basically what you'd see in the Dream Team United page is just a different slant on doing the same things. Okay, so only take that on if you feel you have the time and the brain space to do it, okay? I am going to, okay, so with these 2 trainings, they're both in a program called Vimify, V-I-M-I-F-Y. I personally am not doing either one of the trainings right now, but I am in there because I'm your coach. Like, I want to be in there for you guys. So I'm kind of going to show you what I do. Now see if I can share screen. I'm just going to show you how I'm in there. Desktop, maybe, share screen. Okay, there we go. Vimify. Okay, so I'm just going to use this one as an example. This is the maximizing your income one, and I'm still learning how to use this. So down the left-hand side, like you have your tasks and stuff that you have to do, and at the top, well, let me get into it first here. Maximizing your income opportunity. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure it out. There we go. Okay, so you can see at the top, it's got all the different dates of, things. There's today. Understand what you were building and giving. I am not taking this training. So I am not going through and I'm doing those tasks. What I do each day is I look at, okay, that's what she's talking about today. That's as far as I go. Then what I do each night, I go up into the feed up here, click, and this is the news feed. I am not going to go through and look at this news feed. These are people I don't even know. I don't care how many invites they did today. I don't care what questions they have today. They're not my coaches. They're not on my team. So what I do is I'm going to go and I'm going to pick on Nicole right now. I'm going to go up here and I search people and I go, Nicole Edwards, there she is. She's in the group and I click on her. There she is. She's an overachiever because she's got tons of points. So I go in and I check Nicole and I go, okay, so that was her task today. New contacts. How many new contacts did you add today? She did 20.
Good thing to check mine.
I just commented, I went, holy sweet. Hey, are you getting any work done today? Right? No, you didn't. I didn't either.
It's a beautiful thing when the boss is out.
Awesome. When the cat's away, right? Might as well play. So then I see, okay, she had another task, invites. How many invites did she send out today? Great. She did. So I'm kind of seeing, oh, look at what Nicole's doing. This is great. She did 10 new contacts on Facebook and 10 on Instagram. And these are tasks that Melanie has set out right in the training. So what I want to do right now is I'm going to go back to you guys. You know, and if you don't get the tasks done every day, it's not the end of the world. You can even do like a blitz on the weekend or something and try and catch up with stuff. But what I want to do, I'm just going to stop a share here. So that's how I'm participating in your trainings, is I'm just going in and I'm seeing, oh, what did Melanie what was her outline for the day? What was she talking about? And then I go in and I kind of see if you guys have, because you could actually ask a question. Anything that you put in the news feed, if you ask a question, if you comment, if you do anything, when I go and I search your name, at the end of the day, I'm going to do this once a day just to make sure, probably in the evenings, just if you have any questions, then that way I can see them and I can answer them if Melanie hasn't gotten back to you first. That's how I'm going to participate in those trainings. It's just basically monitor to see if you guys have any questions, give you some feedback, give you a high five when you've done a great job. So I'm going to stop a share. And I know Nicole and Kelly, you guys have been in that. But Nicole, can you tell me kind of from a participant's point of view, how you're finding that Vimify training?
I love it. I really liked the first one I did, and I came in first in my class on that one because I was just obsessed. Of course, I'm a sponge. I just have to take it all in. You know, I marinate over it for a couple of days, and then I act on it. So this is so well laid out that it's like, okay, this is your task, do it. This is your task, do it. So that's how I crank right through it. And it's laid out so simply that you don't really have any questions.
So are you ahead of the game? You're doing day by day?
Am I what?
Ahead of the game, or you're doing just day by day?
I don't think you can go farther ahead, can you?
Okay, I don't know.
I don't think so.
Okay. So I kind of messed up a bit yesterday and didn't get everything done, but besides, yeah, I find it very easy too. You watch the video, she talks, answer the questions, do your vital behaviors. That's pretty much it.
Do you find it very time consuming on a daily basis?
No.
No, maybe a half an hour.
Awesome.
I don't know if it's even, I don't even know if it's that long. It's just doing your vital behaviors and getting back in and saying that you've done them, but her talks aren't very long.
Good.
No, yeah, I guess if you take into consideration, like actually sending out, you know, doing a follow-up
Yes.
to somebody. So yeah, but like taking in the PD and those things.
Yeah, I'm totally lost. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave
Yes.
that. It's consuming me, and I'm just
Yeah, I know Kelly said, what is she talking about, this TV and PV? I'm like, girl, I've been in this business for 2 years and I don't understand it because I haven't needed to understand it before. I every Thursday I go on my mobile office and I go into my commissions and revenue and I look and I say, oh, cool, okay. I don't question it. I'm not the one that understands how it has to happen and how it gets in there. Lisa is the numbers girl. If you guys ever wanted me to get her to get on one of these calls with you guys and explain that, but again, it's just in time training. Do you really need to understand it now or not?
But she's encouraging for us to be at 500.
Yes, exactly. And I can show you in your online office where you can see that and that sort of thing. But to understand it and how there's like rollovers and bonus payouts and stuff like that. Right now, I think what you guys just need to know is that there is those things and just to be aware, but you don't really need to understand the nitty gritty and how it all works at this point. Does that make sense? Because it'll just slow you down.
I think Nicole gets it, so she's further ahead than me.
No, but I have a question. I asked I was on a live with Melanie at some point. They're all just jumbling together. But with the new online office, how do I set up my next coach to be on my weak leg? Because I've got 2 coaches on my strong leg and 1 on my weak. And so I can't get that left leg volume up for my rollover.
I haven't done that yet in the new coach office, but I'm going to make a note how to see and set.
I'm gonna need to know that too if my girl.
Left and right leg. And if something happens, by the way, gals, so what Kelly and Nicole are talking about is how you actually start. Oh, look at him, isn't he cute? Because everybody has pets, right? How you actually structure your business for maximum income. We actually have 2 legs. We have a left leg, or we have a weak leg and a strong leg. So that's what Kelly and Nicole are talking about. Oh, look. Who's that?
Girls, I have to go off. My daughter's coming from my daughter that doesn't live with me is here.
Oh,
I've kind of
okay.
been ignoring. She just got here about 10 to 9. I was like, I have to go on this call, but I kind of feel guilty. I'm ignoring her.
Okay, go see
no.
her. We're
I
taping
will
it.
see her, and I'll listen to the rest of the recording.
Awesome. We won't be a lot longer anyway, so yes. Let's see you guys.
Okay. See you guys,
Yeah.
everybody. Bye.
Yes, so with the new coach office, I have not figured that out. I shouldn't say I haven't figured it out. I haven't even tried. So what happens is when you place coaches in your organization, there's a good way and I shouldn't say a not so good way, but
More productive.
a more productive way to do it to maximize your business and your income. If something happens and a coach is misplaced in your organization, you have 3 business days to change it.
Oh.
So if something happens, you're like, oh crap, they're in the wrong spot. I wanted them over here, whatever. You've got 3 days. But that's a very good question, and thanks for bringing it up because I haven't. My God, my hair's a mess tonight. Anyway, so I'll figure that out, and I will post it. Yes?
I have a problem with the online office too. I have to change it every time I go into Canada. It's always set on US. I change it, and every time I go in, it's on US. Like not for purchases, but when you scroll down to the bottom for stuff, it'll say US, and I change it every time.
Well, that sucks. I don't think mine's like that. I haven't noticed though.
Every time. I
Go on live
I don't know.
chat. Yeah, just
I don't
go
know
on
if
live chat.
Oh, I already did because I couldn't get my pictures changed right in my profile thing.
Oh,
But I mean, I don't think it makes it that much difference unless it's for pricing or something.
exactly. Yeah, you're right.
So
No.
it's just more of an annoyance that
Yeah.
I'm doing that, and I don't even know if I have to do it. So I'm just
Exactly.
okay.
So my last thing I want to mention, and then I'll just kind of open it up for questions and comments and that sort of thing. Okay, I listened to an amazing national wake-up call this morning on the way to work. And they were talking about coaches sharing their vision with their team because it's not about me, it's about the entire team. So my vision for this entire team is I want to make us either premier or elite by the end of this year. And that is a big thing. And you're going to say, what is premier and what is elite? And here's the thing. I probably couldn't define it for you because I need to go in training for it. That's the training I'm going to do this year to get us there by the end of the year. So they just announced last week all the premier and elite coaches for 2018 because what happens is they hit it in 2017. So all this year they get that, they're amazing. They get trips, they get whatever. I want to bring our team to that level. And you don't need to be concerned on how do we get there and what are the points and that sort of thing. That's for me to do. What I need to do for you guys is help you guys rank advance. That's how we get the team to those big levels. So I'm going to be in training for the Premier and Elite. I will pass along what I learn that I think is helpful for you guys rank advancing to your Emerald and your Diamond and your 1-star and all that stuff. But that's my goal, is to help you guys rank advance, and that helps the whole team, and then that gets us to our goals. So that is my vision for 2018, and we are only at January 9th. 9th? 10th? Oh my God.
10th.
10th. So it is absolutely achievable. And tell you one thing, Val Bozzo, who is an elite coach for this year, She hit it December 31st. On the last day. What are you doing, AJ? Oh, she's taking a picture of herself. Don't take a picture of my nasty hair. So that is my vision for our team, and I know we can do it. There have been teams that have hit that don't have, I don't want to say the quality of coaches, because then I'm kind of putting down the other teams, but we have some great quality coaches on our team. And I know we can do it. And it just takes some persistence and some hard work. Simple as that. So I have yammered on for 45 minutes. I want to hear from you guys. Questions, comments, thoughts. Andrea.
I have a question. Actually, I was, talking to people the same time I'm talking to you guys, of course, because that's what we do all the time.
Yeah.
I have a lady who's a potential customer who, and I never know quite what to say when someone says to me, it's really a cost thing for me. She was all set. She wanted to get her challenge pack. She wanted to get into her first challenge group. And then she says, it's really a cost thing for me. And I'm like, well, what part of it's the cost? Which, is it just, you don't even want to try the Shakeology? Is that the scary part for you when you looked at how much that was every month? So I'm trying to find out what's keeping her from getting the challenge pack and getting as full an experience as you can have in your first challenge group. That's kind of how I explained it to her in the first place.
Absolutely. I don't even, when somebody is interested in trying or in doing a program, I don't even talk about the Shakeology every month, because if they don't see the benefit of it when they haven't tried it. So I'm not.
This is what I said. Oh, she just sent me a message that seems hard for me at this time, but maybe in the near future.
I would just say something like, sounds great. I'll touch base with you about my future groups.
I would say I would say, what's stopping you? How can we get you through this? What are your goals?
Yeah, well, I kind of started that with her last week. I said, what are the barriers for you, going forward? Because she's been asking me and asking. I see her at work all the time. And she's always asking me questions, but she hasn't quite been able to commit. And she's this close. And
she's scared. It's not the price. It's not the price. He is worried.
He's afraid of failing, is what I think.
You're
afraid of not being able to do this. And I said, if I can do this, you can do this. This is not rocket science. I can assure you. I would not be able to do it if it involved any kind of math or strategic thinking.
Yeah. I have a girl that just started, and she laughs. She said, I've bothered you about this for almost 2 years. She said, I was scared of failing. I was scared to take that chance. I become so frustrated. She said, she said, I had to get to that point where I said, I have to.
Yeah.
So you just keep talking to her, Did you?
Oh, here's a little sentence. Brooklyn read the whatever. Her daughter read, it's a problem to cancel and you keep being charged. You don't have a lot or any extra money, and I don't get credit card because I don't have one. It seems hard for me at this time, but maybe in the near future.
She's putting up her own barriers.
That's what I said. I was going to say, I think you might be a little misinformed. We can talk about this anytime.
Yeah.
So just take the pressure off yourself. How's that?
Exactly.
I've got to say, though, for me, I had 2 different people before you approach me about it. And the first one had me sign up for the free trial.
Yeah.
And it didn't provide me with, the free trial provided me with none of the things I would like to see. It was very specific and limited. And I was just like, oh, that's horrible. I logged in for one day and I logged back out. And they didn't really follow up with me. So that was that. And then the next person sent me a message. And I said, listen, I've got too much going on right now. And I was very straightforward. I said, this is just not a good time for me. And I'm not interested at all. At the time. And I said, these things are important to me, but just not at this time. And I said, I need to get such and such an order. And I think it might've been my house, most likely. And she kept messaging me almost daily to the point where I was going to block her.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like, so how are you doing now? And it's like, I don't need 200, because I've got over 3,000 friends right now on Facebook. I don't need them all checking in on me every day. I cannot keep up with that. And I mean, I overshare as it is, so they should know how I'm doing.
You don't. I don't think you do at all.
My sister says I do. She's always like, you're oversharing, blah, blah, blah.
My
No.
husband thinks I overshare too, so I'm sorry.
But I mean, that's part of marketing and sales, and people who are sales type of people. Like
Mhm.
where I ran in politics, so that was a big thing. You're selling yourself, you're selling your persona. And right now I'm selling myself to get a second career as well. So,
Mm-hmm.
and then I have this as well. So I am posting a lot. I post almost daily, about 2 or 3 different things. I have like 2 or 3 posts a day.
Yeah.
And that's because I've got something to sell, and like I'm selling myself right now. And now I'm trying to sell the Beachbody too.
Exactly. And you hit the nail on the head when you said you're selling yourself. We don't sell Beachbody programs. We don't. We sell ourselves as a coach that can help somebody
Yeah.
that is using a Beachbody program,
Mhm.
right? Because like you said, whether you decided to do the program with those other 2 people or me, it's the same program.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. But why did you come to me? It was because you trusted me.
Yeah.
You saw that I wasn't hounding you,
Yes.
but that I was taking a genuine interest in you.
And your personality, like in your photos, matches like my craziness day to day. I'm totally insane day to day, and I just love it. And I was like, every day I was like, people always badmouth selfies, and I love selfies. I love seeing people, and I love your selfies because they're just like way out there. And
It's just me.
Yeah, they're genuine. Exactly.
Yeah. And that's why you always put a picture of yourself and not a picture of
Your
the
cat.
Beachbody website or something. Because again, you're selling yourself as a coach, you're not selling 80-day obsession.
Yeah, because they can buy that on TV.
Exactly.
Graham's
Exactly. So yeah. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe how bad my hair looks on this. Did I look that bad all day? God, I hope I didn't at work.
I have 2 kind of positives that I wanted to share. Can I?
Yes,
My turn?
absolutely.
So one is from, I haven't done this in a long time, but it's like, hey, I'm not sure blah, 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 whatever, to people that I've friended.
Mhm.
So I did this spiel. The girl said, no, she's not interested. But I continued to chat with her, like, about just small talk. We
Mhm.
must have chatted back and forth 10 times. And then she said something, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's why I Facebook friend her, because she has a son with Asperger's as well. But I couldn't remember. Like, I don't just randomly pick people. There's a reason. So then we started talking about that. So a few minutes later, and yes, she tried to sell me something as well. And I explained, well, my son, he has to want it. I can't give him the idea. He has to kind of decide. So that she was fine with that. So not 2 minutes later, I had done a post about personal development, and I showed my Sparkle mug and my book, and went on to chat about my current group. And she put in here, Kelly is awesome. You should talk with her. I never met this girl, talked to her other than today.
Mhm.
Not at all.
Yep.
So my other one is, they keep telling us, and it slipped out today with my other post, which I just did not long ago. It was about my family having the flu. Sorry, I like to tell stories now when I do my posts. I don't know why.
Which is
So it was-
perfect. People want to hear stories. It's perfect.
So it was about how there was 3 of us out of the 5 that got the flu. I got it first, and then my oldest. So I went through the number of days and how poorly each person did and whatever, and said how, unfortunately I gave it to my boys because I was the first one and whatever. So I went on the spiel and I said it was my I did say Shakeology is the reason why. But I later went back and put shake. I had already posted it, but I went back and changed it to shake. People will say, what is in the shake? Instead of saying Shakeology, where they can go and look it up and they're like, oh yeah, I've heard about that. I just changed it back to shake. So, I mean, those are just two like aha moments today that, you know, even though somebody says no, they'll probably never be interested, but she put a comment on my post, which would have been great if she shared it. But
Yeah.
I mean, she put a comment, which is great. So now I have something to go back to her and say, oh, it was so nice of you to comment on my post. I really appreciate it. This is how my business runs, something like that. So, you know, I have something to go back other than her product and my product. It's just a thank you.
Exactly.
And about the shake thing, yeah, I changed it from Shakeology to shake.
That's a good
So-
idea. That's a really
Anyways,
because then someone will say, well, what's in it?
what kind of shake is this? And it's actually, I think, a good post because I said I could say it's this and this and this and this, or in that it does that, but I'm not going to. And I've never done this kind of post before. I've said, I want to hear what it has done for you. I want to hear you, you know, how it's changed your life and how it's whatever. So I do the spiel, how it's changed me, but then I say, I'm not going to say all the things that I said.
Exactly.
So I want their opinion on it and using it, whatever. And I do happen to have a case. So if somebody wants to try it, I can sell a couple packets, but I've never done it that way before, but I thought it was a brain.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Nicole, what are you doing with your camera there? I saw you taking a bunch of pictures.
Posted to phase 2.
I can't
What's
remember.
that?
I said I'm taking pictures and posted to phase 2.
Awesome. Good. Wonderful. Oh, for your phase 2 training. Yes. Yeah, no.
No. She needs the Kleenex in her nose and I'll do
Yeah.
something else.
Oh my
And then, you know,
That was the best one. That was
yeah,
the best
it was
one.
good.
Wake up and be awesome. Love it. Love it. Yeah, one of our team calls, AJ, Nicole had the most horrible cold and her nose was just dripping constantly. And there she is on the call with Kleenex shoved right up her nose. And she's just as serious as can be with this Kleenex.
But we all posted it about the meeting. It was a Kleenex out of her nose. So it was good.
Stuck up her nose.
Didn't she post like the whole week like that? Every single selfie was Nicole with Kleenex.
Probably.
Oh my God,
I don't know how you did any
hilarious.
workouts.
Yeah, I know. I would have just thrown in the towel and be like, no, it's not going to happen. You push through, girl.
Right up to the backslide. I can't stop.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, and that's the thing. And I think that's what attracts, oh my God, my hair. That's what attracts us to people is that I love our culture, that we are just goofy and we are just ourselves, because I don't want anyone to be on my team that is going to try and mold themselves into something, because honest to God, people, your friends will see right through it.
Mm-hmm.
When you start posting weird shit that looks like a cult, they are going to see right through it. I want people to be themselves. I want us to all be different.
Mm-hmm.
Because I want
This week I had about 4 people approach me. Like I didn't even, I didn't even do anything. They just like sent me a message randomly. Just, okay, what are you doing? Period. That was the whole, like 4 people.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It just amazes me. And through the simplest of posts, just, you know, how good
Yes.
I'm feeling or whatever. Like, okay, what's going on?
You're so right. It's the simple posts that get the most traction. The simple photos. You had a couple beautiful photos this week, Andrea, of just
did I?
you. I said, you got a couple.
I say I think my pictures look terrible this week, but thank you. That's
I thought
really
they were
nice.
beautiful. But yeah,
The stick couldn't get long enough this week. I felt like, oh, it looked terrible.
but that's the
whatever.
thing. That's the thing. We share our shit days.
Yeah.
It's funny because you were commenting about the picture for that post that I did yesterday, I think it was. And my one son says, there's a lot of clutter in the background. And my other son said, the post is too long. And I'm like, this is my story. Like, I don't want to do a long one, but I couldn't get my point across about the transformation and how it's, you know, not, you know, pounds and ounce, whatever, in inches. It's, you know, your belt and it's your wedding ring that you get resized. And so I had to talk long, but I mean, yeah, they both had a complaint about it. But
I never
but
saw.
You didn't even see the clutter.
I didn't, because I saw you. I saw you in the picture. I didn't even see the clutter behind you at all. because it was a fantastic picture. And that's the thing is you do all sorts of different posts. You do some short ones, just a couple lines long. You do some funny ones. You do some serious ones, like the one I posted tonight about the coach that lost your baby. Oh my God.
Oh, okay. I made a mistake and posted a comment. I think I should take it out because I have a feeling people think it's me.
Oh.
That you lost your baby?
Did you think that,
I didn't
Nicole, when
see
you
it.
read it?
I don't know that I saw what you posted.
You said you liked my post. You liked my comment. It was about how coaching. You said I said something about coaching was the best decision I ever made, and then at the end I put, we are an amazing group of women changing lives, whatever.
No, I
and
saw
you
that.
said you liked it.
It didn't sound to me like you were the one.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, no, it didn't.
Okay. That's good.
Anyway, but yeah, you know what? We do some goofy ones. We do some funny ones. We do some serious ones. We do some short ones. We do some long ones. We always put a photo. And, it's just the way that you get, okay, Nicole's got to go. You great. Oh, Hubs is getting cranky. What time is it? Oh, call's about to end anyway. I want to keep them to an hour. So
Okay.
next Wednesday night, same time, post if you have any questions. I will find out about the new coach office for the different, how you can structure your business. AJ, do you have any questions? You must be just like.
Well, I had trouble opening up the courses. I've just been having a lot of trouble accessing things, and I don't know if it's because I signed up into the site before you sent me the link directly to the course. I went and registered to the site.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
So I don't know if I have to reboot or what, but I didn't take the time to investigate it. So I just was like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. And then now it's tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, but yeah, just stick with that one course. If you have a problem tomorrow accessing it, ping me on Facebook Messenger and we'll get you in. Because I went into one of the courses as a participant by mistake. And now I'm getting all the email notifications. Make sure you do your homework. I'm like, I'm not supposed to be in there. But anyway.
Yeah.
So it did take me, seriously, it took me a while because I'm in 2, because I'm on 2, and I hold up 3 fingers.
You're in your own. You have other ones you're doing.
Yes. So it took me a while to kind of figure out how it all works in Vimify. So if you do have a problem, let me know. And we can do a screen share or something like that and get you in and get it all figured out. So yeah, because honestly, like Nicole, I wanted Nicole to say, it is easy. It's laid out. It's fast. The tasks are easy. You're learning. She barely spends an hour on it every day. So
I don't spend long on it either. No.
What's that, Kelly?
I don't spend very long on it either. It's
Perfect.
like I go in the morning, I watch her video, I see the first, it says I completed this, you click it, then you do your vital behaviors or whatever it asks, and then it's you don't spend that much time on it.
Awesome.
Really.
Good. I'm really happy to hear that. So
However, your own coach training keeps sending me an email saying I have not finished. And I went in just to do it. And I'm like, what do I have left to do? It sends me one like every week. Please finish your training.
Oh crap. Oh well.
So,
I might even take that down because a lot of the stuff that I have in mind is very similar to Melanie's new coach training. So
right.
But hers is just organized really well. So, and we want to streamline everything. We just want one training. And then after this maximize your income training, which is phase 2, what you and Nicole are in, she'll probably have a phase 3, right? I think she's just rolling them out bit by bit, but that is going to be our training portal. And from what I've seen so far, I love it. So.
Yeah, it's good. It's just that one part it's over my head, and like you said, I don't need to do it right now. So that's
don't worry about it.
Like
just be aware that there's
15 volume stuff.
Yeah, and at some point when you guys are all at that area where you really want to learn the numbers and stuff, then I can just have Lisa jump in and explain it because I can't.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
Any other questions or comments or? No. Awesome. Next Wednesday, same time, same place.
Sounds good. Wednesdays we're working good.
Good. Oh,
Wednesday.
just a second. I got to stop recording while we get this.